right, so for y'all out there, really wanting to know about me, just let y'all know, my name's Smooth. I was born July 2nd, 1987. I have 5 brothers, which I'm the last brother, and I have 1 sister. I was born and raised in Jacksonville, Florida. My dad, he was a pastor. My mom and my dad, they was married for 41 years until my dad passed away. But, about me, I came up, in a good family, good environment, but, things, didn't really turn out the way that I wanted it to, when I was in school, I was a class clown. I was just, it all started like even, when I was just like in, elementary school, like I just, even in the 1st grade, like, I just was pretty much just in trouble all the time. I stabbed a white boy in the hand with a pencil, in 1st grade, I just pretty much just, I was a bad boy, I ended up, I failed homeschool, 9 years old. I failed homeschool, and then when I turned 10, I was back in the 4th grade because I failed homeschool. Ended up back in the 4th grade, and I had this teacher, her name was Miss Carter, and she used to pick on me all the time. That junk used to really do something to me as a young person. Your own teacher just would pick at you because you failed homeschool, But the only reason I failed homeschool is because I Christmas treed the ultimate test. And that's how I failed homeschool, But, fast forward to the 5th grade, I ended up passing the 4th grade and went to the 5th grade. And, I passed the 5th grade, I was in Miss Peterson's class for the 5th grade at Garden City. Ended up going to the 6th grade at Highlands Middle School, where that's when my whole life changed. Yeah, I'm cussing, I don't give a f***, but my whole life changed when I went to Highlands Middle School. That was like one of the worst schools I ever had been to. But yeah, in the 6th grade, I went to Highlands for a little bit and ended up leaving because I got accepted to this magnet program for Twin Lakes Academy Middle. But when I went there, me and my cousin, William, we both went there. And that's when the disaster started happening. I was once again a class clown, acting so, skipping school, skipping class, just going to every lunch. They had 3 lunches. I went to A, B, and C. And I used to steal food. Yep. I was in the 6th grade, stealing food, skipping school, skipping class. And you already know what happened. I failed. Failed the 6th grade. I did it. I failed the 6th grade because I wanted to be a class clown. Just, I just wanted to have fun and, that's what school was to me. School was fun to me, you know. It was fun. So yeah, I failed the 6th grade for the first time. And then when I went back to the 6th grade again, I was back at Twin Lakes once again. And this year, I was like, well, you know, I'm gonna try to do better. And which I did. I started off doing a little bit better. But then me and my cousin, we ended up having the same classes. So therefore, I had to act in the 6th grade. I never forget, it was me, Kevin, and a few other people, you know, that I went to, you know, school with in Twin Lakes. And we was in this art class. And I used to walk in the art class and I used to rank on the art teacher. Her name was Miss Ratner. And she looked like a fat behind rat. Big fat behind rat. She was a Caucasian woman. And she was obese and fat. And she looked like a rat. And her name was Miss Ratner. And you know, I just acted fool in there, you know, just acting a fool and stuff, you know. Ended up getting kicked out, and you know, I didn't make it. You know, I didn't make it in that class. So I was just like, you know what? I ain't making it in that class. So the only classes I really went to was my elective classes. I didn't go to no other classes. All the rest of my classes I skipped, but when I went to my electives, I went there. So after Miss Ratner, my next elective class was French. And yeah, the lady, her name was Miss LaCourciel. And she was a French teacher, and I didn't like her. So, you know, once again, everybody knew I was the class clown. So they knew I was gonna act the act. Once again, Kevin, Will, you know, they was all in the same class. So one day, I just walked in the classroom, Miss LaCourciel classroom, and she asked me, actually I was late. First of all, I was late. So I walked in the classroom and she said, "Where's your tardy slip?" So I said, "Speak when spoken to." I told the teacher, "Speak when spoken to." Cause I felt like, who the hell is she? She ain't nobody. So I tell her to speak when spoken to. You know, I was just a bad. All right, so like, I know, you know, it's been a long time. Like, I recorded that first part like back in 2020. It is now 2023. And where I left off at is Miss LaCourciel. And you know, like I said, I used to be the class clown. Like, I told her to speak when spoken to. You know, and yeah, you know what I'm saying? Me, Will, Kevin, you know what I'm saying? Kevin Kinney, you know what I'm saying? We all went, like I said, we all went to the same school, you know what I'm saying? Like, we was in the same class. And I just was the class clown. Like, they knew when I came, they were gonna laugh. And that's exactly what I came for. You know what I'm saying? I didn't come to do work. I came to have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know I was young and I wasn't thinking at the time, but a lot of times I just felt like, you know, school just wasn't for me. You know, like for certain things, it's for certain people. And you know, I just don't have a long attention span. You feel me? Like I really have to be into you for me to really like pay attention and be interested into concentrating and trying to figure out a situation to a problem or something like that. But yeah, after Miss Corcio class, you know, who was the next teacher? We had a technology class, and you know, the technology teacher at Twin Lakes Middle, she ain't play the radio, so like, you know, I wasn't clowning too much in that class. And I think shortly thereafter, you know, like I said, I didn't go to no class. I didn't go, you know what I'm saying? I just went to all 3 lunches every day. And I just, you know, walked around and, you know what I'm saying, just did what I did. Skipped in the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? So, this one day, you know, I was skipping to go to all the lunches. And I was in B lunch, I think. And I was just sitting down, you know, I had, you know, what I would do, you know, every time I went to lunch, you know, in the cafeteria, people, they knew what I was doing, you feel me? Like, I'd go in the back of the taco line, you know what I'm saying, get my tacos before you know what I'm saying, you know, back then you had to put in your PIN number. The first time I used to always go, I put in my PIN number the first time, you know what I'm saying? But every other time I go to that bit, you know what I'm saying, I get my nachos right at the, almost to the, to the lunch lady, you know what I'm saying? And then I take my nachos and go out the back door. So I'm eating lunch 3 times a day. I'm eating lunch 3 times a day. You know what I'm saying? I was 13 years old. 13. Yeah, I was 13. So this is one day, you know, I was sitting down, I had got an apple, and I was just sitting down, I was eating my lunch, and I was like, man, you know what, man, I'm finna throw this apple in the trash can, you know? So I had the apple in my hand, you know what I'm saying? And I threw it as hard as I could at the trash can. And just so happened, this white girl walked right in front of the apple. And the apple just burst right on her head. I never forget. And then the house administrator at the time, name is Tim Brooke, couldn't stand her. She was like, you! Pointed at me because they had a microphone, you know what I'm saying? She was like, go to my office. So I went to the office, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, she was looking at my records and all the referrals I had done got for skipping. You know what I'm saying? And sure enough, I had to go to the alternative school. Ooh, boy.